I replaced my entire home lab with tiny mini PCs. Not exactly this one, but smaller, tinier PCs. And after running them for a month, my office feels 3 degrees cooler, my power bill is dropped, and honestly, everything runs a lot better than it did before. To give you an example, for services, I run Jellyfin, SQL Server, Docker containers, Airflow, and even a local AI server. I even had TrueNAS with 7 terabytes of data on it. And all of this ran on one giant machine. So could a couple of tiny boxes actually handle all of this? Let me show you what exactly I did to get my home lab working on mini PCs. So this right here is my big server. It's a big tower sitting right here in my office, and it had some real problems. It was hot, like noticeably hot, and heating up the entire room. I would walk in and I would immediately feel the temperature difference. It was also loud because the fans were constantly spinning even when the system was on idle. It was pulling some serious power on idle, especially since I had it overclocked. And to top it off, I started having some performance issues with my NAS. I was getting slower read-write speeds. And the worst of all was everything lived on one machine. So if I was out and about and something went wrong on the server, I could not even VPN into my home network in order to fix it. So I decided and made a call where I would, transition off from one machine into a couple of mini servers for my home lab. Now let's talk about what replaces this one server. I basically split everything across 2 tiny machines. For storage, I went with the Beelink ME Pro. This is a compact 2-bay mini NAS running an Intel N95 quad-core processor with 12 gigabytes of LPDDR5 memory. The memory is not upgradable, but this unit does have NVMe SSD slots, 3 of them, that you can use for installing applications or setting up cache for better NAS performance. For my setup, this machine runs TrueNAS scale and it handles all of my storage. My old server had about 16 terabytes of total capacity with around 7 terabytes of actual storage being used. So I went ahead and installed 2 8 terabyte drives configured in a mirror configuration. That way, if one drive were to fail, the other one would still have all my data. As for what I'm storing on the NAS, I have tons of videos, documents, photos, pretty much all of my digital life on that machine. But I want to be clear that this is a temporary solution for me as I'm near my storage limit. I'm almost at 8 terabytes here. Now I'm already planning a 6 drive 40 terabyte NAS build down the road, and that will be its own dedicated video. If you want the full breakdown on the Beelink ME Pro, I already did a detailed video on this channel, and I'll link it in the description below. Now that we have storage covered, let's talk about the compute. For compute, I went with the Minisforum MS-A2. This machine is a beast for its size. It has the Ryzen 9 9955HX processor with 16 cores and 32 threads. That's paired with 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM. Basically, it has more compute power than my old server. The only caveat here is that it lacks a full PCIe setup, so I cannot plug in, GPU cards and stuff like that, like proper GPU cards. Now, I also installed a small NVIDIA P620 GPU strictly for Jellyfin transcoding. That way, all my media streaming stays smooth without hammering the CPU. As for other services, I'm running Jellyfin, which handles all of my movies and shows. I'm running a Ubuntu virtual machine, which is running a bunch of my apps that I custom created, like my YouTube project tracker, my home inventory system, plus all the new apps that I've been, deploying and creating with Claude Code. So basically, this is my application server. It also runs Airflow, and that's mainly for my data automations, where it goes and grabs YouTube data and loads it into a database that I can then run analytics on. I'm also running the SQL Server on a Windows virtual machine for my databases. And then I also have Docker Server running a full stack of containers, including the Glance dashboard, DocMost, WireGuard VPN, and other services. So between these 2 machines, I've practically replaced almost everything the old server was doing. Well, except for the AI piece. For that, I'll need to get a separate machine so that I can install some graphics cards that have high RAM and then run some local AI models again. That's for a different project and a different video. Now, here's the part I was honestly nervous about, which is actually moving everything over without breaking anything. Step one was to handle the storage. So like I said, I installed TrueNAS Scale on the Beelink ME Pro and transferred roughly around 7 terabytes of data from my old server to the new NAS. The entire transfer ran smoothly with no errors. I'm sure there are better ways to do this, but I just transferred data over a 10 gig network. With the storage properly transferred over, step 2 was setting up the compute. For that, I installed the Proxmox 9 on the Minisforum MSA2, and I passed through the NVIDIA P620 GPU so that Jellyfin could use the hardware acceleration. Step 3 was backing everything up. For that, on the old server, I backed up every single virtual machine directly onto the NAS. Next, I restored it on the new machine. Basically, I took those same backups and restored it onto the Minisforum PC. And here's the part that genuinely surprised me. All of my IP addresses stayed the same. All of my services came back online smoothly. Everything worked flawlessly. No reconfiguration, no rebuilding from scratch. Everything was pretty much seamless. So I did this right about beginning of the year. So it's been a month now. And let me show you how the things are actually holding up. Some of the Linux VMs acted a little bit weird at first when I booted them up, but after a couple of reboots, it helped resolve the issues. Like it didn't crash or it didn't, freeze or anything like that. Everything has been running pretty smoothly. Compared to before, Jellyfin feels faster than it did on the older server. There are no freezes or buffering. The Docker containers are spinning just instantly. All of my web apps are snappy and responsive, and Proxmox has been completely rock solid this entire time. Even the NAS feels faster because on the old server, I was getting around 130 to 140 megabytes of data transfer rate. The network was not the bottleneck because I run a 10 gig network. Now that I'm on the Beelink ME Pro, I'm getting close to 300 megabytes per second of transfer rate. Basically, I'm getting max hard drive speeds. So this is about 50% faster than before. I won't be setting up the SSD caching on this because I do plan on creating a 6 bay or 6 drive 40 terabyte NAS down the road. So I'll reserve those for that. But the biggest win for me is not even the performance, it's the room itself. My office feels about 3 degrees cooler, and if you have worked in a room with a full tower server running all day, it makes a massive difference. The noise is practically gone. I used to hear the fans spinning constantly in the background, but now I barely notice them. Those machines are right there in that corner, and they're running pretty silently. Now, the Minisforum MSA2 does kick on from time to time, but that's okay. Now, instead of having one massive server acting as a single point of failure, my workloads are spread across 2 different machines at this point. My storage is running separately than my compute, which makes a huge difference. Now, one more thing I'm planning to do is using this Beelink S13 Mini and installing WireGuard VPN on this machine. That's because the other day what I did was I updated all of my Docker containers to the latest version and forgot to check that it actually succeeded. And then while I was not at home, I wanted to access my home lab, and as a result, my WireGuard VPN was in limbo. I was able to call someone at home and get them to restart the server and everything came back up, but I just want to make sure I have a separate dedicated device just to get into my home network. So I'll be doing that soon. Now I know a lot of you are probably wondering about the cost. So let me break it down. The Beelink ME Pro would cost around $370. The 2 8 terabyte hard drives that I set up for Mirror would cost you around $360. And the Minisforum MSA2 with 64 gigabytes of RAM and with the 9955HX processor is currently going for $1,519. And the NVIDIA GPU that I put in there for transcoding is roughly $35. So all in, my total setup cost for this new setup would have run about $22.83. Now, if this was a few months ago, when I actually got all this stuff, the prices were significantly cheaper. Sadly, the prices have gone up tremendously, but it is what it is. I do plan on selling the old server to recoup some of my cost, so that should help me a little bit. As for my power consumption, I went from pulling around 140 watts at idle to roughly down to 93 watts at idle across both of the machines. Over a full year, that adds up to some cost savings on the electric bill. Now, to be honest, was it really cheaper than just keeping the old server running? Not really. I spent about $2,200 to $2,300 on the new hardware, even though the old server would cost me around $66 more per year in the electricity bill. It would take years to recoup my cost or break even. But for me personally, the combination of lower power, lower heat, and less noise, plus eliminating that single point of failure, made it absolutely worth it. Now, I want to be upfront. This setup is not perfect by any means. There are some real trade-offs here. The B-Link ME Pro only has 12 gigabytes of memory, which cannot be upgraded. For running a TrueNAS scale setup, that's pretty tight. This NAS setup works fine for now. I roughly have about 500 gigabytes of storage remaining, which will get pretty filled up pretty fast. But I'm planning a bigger NAS build, which will be covered in a later video. Now, the Minis Forum MSA2 handles my entire workload just fine. I'm surprised that it's such a capable machine, but I'm not able to run AI like I used to on one machine before. And that's basically due to the PCIe limitations. So yet again, I have to go out and build another machine that can handle my local LLMs. And that's exactly why my next project is building a unique PC. While I'm sure other people have already done it, I'm basically trying to build a gaming PC, a NAS system, and my local AI running Gemma 3 or popular LLMs with 16 gigabytes of VRAM all on one machine. So stay tuned if you're interested. I'll be working on that next and posting my video. But that's it for this one. Do drop your current home lab setup in the comments below. I'm curious to know what everyone else is running. Well, that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.